They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Fletcher Cox forcing his way through there to drop him for a loss of a good 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And an alley to run. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 19 yards there on the pickup. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
A
shotgun snap for Goff. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. On first down, Goff. Throw left side complete. It's Woods. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And 3 yards there takes them to the 45.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
3rd and 2, Goff. This is caught, it's Cooks. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Goff finding Cooks on a big play, 42 yards. This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
DC.
From the red zone now, Goff escaping the pressure right. Incomplete. It was Jalen Mills getting a hand in there defensively.
All defenders get tired of hearing about their lack of hands and why they're playing defense instead of offense. But in this situation, it was the hands that made the play. Batting the ball away on an attempted touchdown pass. Excellent job. Way to knock it down.
Now a draw as Goff gives to Gurley. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11. Now this drive, they're 2 for 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need 7 yards here.
17.
Out of the gun, Goff. That's complete right around the 8. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Now Goff on 3rd and goal. Flushed out right. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. And the first play will be a field goal try from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And Zerline's kick is good. And the Rams have the first points here. It's 3-0. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. Over the middle, Rodgers has it. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's the Boise State alone. Jay Ajayi. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. They're able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
And he's going to have the 1st down yardage to the 35. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A 1-yard gain could look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. On the stop was Aaron Donald. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively.
Good chip.
Play action. Now Wentz. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the 2nd drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me,
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the serve? What was the return on?
It was a backhand.
I like that.
A really
one.
good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff.
Tiger.
A play fake to Gurley. Now gone. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Cooper Kupp was his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Looking for Woods that time.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
So after the INT, here's Wentz. The connection here with Nelson Aguilar. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Nelson Aguilar, 38 yards. And the Eagles are able to cash it in for 6. And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it, to throw it underneath, a short pass like that? But, boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. On 2nd and 10, Goff. They got a man over the middle. It's Woods. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He got 29 yards that time. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We're back to the City of Angels after this timeout. On 1st and 10, Goff. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around. A 1st down as well.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Brandon Graham in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Stepping up, he'll try and run. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. 17. 17. 17.
From the gun, here's Goff. He's letting it fly for it's quite the 10. And he's brought down, but not before reaching the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Here's Goff now on 2nd down. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield and try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st down, Wentz. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Aaron Donald in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game. And they reacted poorly on that one.
2nd and 2 now. The penalty leaves them in pretty good shape. Now Wentz on the bootleg. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So naturally they will decline it. They got the 1st down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the 1st down through hard work and effort anyway? 1st down.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. Finding room to the 20 and down to the 16-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? They'll step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 2, now third down.
Count me as a little bit surprised by what we just saw there, because this has been a pretty long drive, and normally you think that wears down a defense. In this case, looked like the offensive line let them down a little bit.
Yeah, allowed the penetration and the ability to stuff him for a loss. On play action, it's Wentz. This is taken in by Jeffrey. He's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Alshon Jeffrey, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. And his kick is good. Elliott now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Out come the Rams. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. Woods, the intended receiver.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his second interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Let's go. Great. Please.
On play action, Wentz. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
Now a play fake. Wentz. And this is Hurts with it, right side. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Back now in Los Angeles. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. The Eagles on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2.
Sunday. Ram. Let's go. Great.
And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
Sunday.
They fake the give. Now Wentz rolling to his left. That is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And last time, 1 play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive and a throw interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Goff.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 23 yards on the play. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. It's a gain of 5, and that'll make this a second down. Here's Goff. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent. And now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
5-7. Here we go.
Now a play fake here on first down. Dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was waving his arms, wanted the football, but he dropped it. And that reminds me of the story you told me from your days at Tennessee. We don't need to mention the other guy's name, but when he dropped an open pass that you blew coverage on, what'd you say to him?
Yeah, it was really not right since I blew coverage, but since he dropped the pass, I said, well, maybe next time he'll just walk it out here and hand it to you. Would that be easier? He wasn't real thrilled with that.
And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Wentz finding his favorite receiver, Jeffrey, on a big one. 48 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got it to the 28-yard line. And they'll go on the ground. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Jeffrey with a catch left side. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. And now the Rams are going to halt things as they want a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. Two Jack.
Now a handoff looking right. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. And the Rams are going to go ahead and take another timeout. That's going to be their second. They'll be left with 1 more plus the 2-minute warning. And we'll be back.
Run. Go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Throwing is Wentz. Throw right side, taken in by Wallace. And now running right through it. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They'll get 19 out of this, but it will still bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And the kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the Rams getting set to go now. And 3 interceptions in this game, and I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. They'll start out on the ground with Gurley. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big run there by Gurley. 64 yards on the ground.
17.
Now a first down throw. Gone. And it's incomplete. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Go, 12, go. Go, slide. Hey, clean. DC.
2nd and 10. Goff again. That's complete right around the 8. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry.
17.
Out of the gun. Goff. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Fletcher Cox in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Desperation time for Goff on 4th. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead.
And that touchdown puts us in a position to have a discussion, doesn't it? Now it'll be a 2-score game after the conversion.
Yeah, I mean, there's no doubt with a 2-score game they're going to have to onside kick it. We'll just see if they've got a miracle up their sleeve.
And you wonder what onside kicks they're going to use and in what sequence if they hope to have a chance to win this game.
And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.